Hello, and thank you for listening to the Fillet podcast, the best skateboard podcast in the world. Today is Wednesday, June 26, 2019. I am Andrew Ariano with Reef Willard. That's it today. That's all you're getting. Sorry, Grant's
What's up, guys?
gone, and Mike is unknown. Today we have more news about Toro. It looks like it's not gone after all. I mean, Reef, what are you making these new developments? First, you're hearing the stair set looks like it's being demoed, and then it looks like it's going to be a Euro gap, El Euro, and then it also looked like it was going to be a double set, and looks like, hey, I'm back, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it last week, and we saw that, or not saw, but we were hearing that it was going to be a double set, and it was going to be a whole new set, and we talked about if who's going to be jumping down at first, and I mean, now we see it, and it's a fresh new El Toro. It looks pretty clean. The ground before or after the landing doesn't look like it's finished, but
no, it doesn't.
To be continued, I guess. Well, it's going to be a continuing topic, I feel like. But
yeah. So, what do you make of it being remade? Why do you think they remade El Toro?
Well, they were talking about how it's not up to regulation with, I forgot what the people the ADA, is that what it was?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't up to regulation, but it's back to exactly how it honestly looks, how it looked. So just fresh concrete.
Yeah, it looks like it was slightly modified, but not enough for me to, I mean, I'm not there with a ruler. I'm not out there trying to inspect, but the real Matt Martin, who made a comment about saying that it possibly looks like it's going to be a double set. We tried to get him on the podcast. Unfortunately, it did not work, but he did have some comments, and we talked via Instagram DMs. He says, if they were going to build that stair set today, it would need at least one landing, which is the minimum. An architect might even elect to make it a triple set. Jesus, really? I didn't even read that until now.
Wow. With
a more gentle slope, easier for people to walk up. The stairs would need extensions on the ends, 12 inches at the top and 1 through 11 inches at the bottom. The rails would need to be guarded rails. There's a bunch of reasons why that existing stair set doesn't meet code. It looks like they somehow got around it. He also added that... Actually, that was the initial message. The initial one was saying that if you were going to build a stair set today, it would need to be at least one. No, I just read that one. So here's the one where it was like the meat and potatoes, because everyone thought it was going to be a double set. He says, it looks like it's not going to be a double set after all. There's a few reasons on that one. One, El Toro is lower than 12 feet, which would mean that it doesn't have to satisfy the landing requirement. Who knows? It seems higher than 12 feet, but maybe it's not. He also stressed, before I continue reading, that he is not involved with El Toro. So he's just speculating all this stuff.
Okay.
Two, the second reason is they would need to be able to bring it up the toe, because they were able to get around it, bringing up to code, because they are replacing exactly what was there before. Normally, an existing building can remain as it was built under the version of the code it was built under at the time, unless you mess with it. It's ultimately up to the local code official to make that call. Maybe they got around it. And 3, the bottom riser is way higher than the 7 inches than the max riser height allowable. It wouldn't be a surprise to me to see a concrete pad at bollards to make it skate proof. So kind of what they fucked up Wilshire with.
Yeah. I mean, when I see the bottom, I'm looking at the photo you sent me earlier today. Mm-hmm. That's what I could only assume, actually. I mean, I hate to say it, but putting those yellow handicap slabs down or pads, it does the job. It really does. It sucks, but then again, we were talking about all in a huge double set, so it could be done. And I mean, with the fresh, I can see what you mean by it does look a little different, because I mean, it's fresh cement, so it doesn't look like the stairs are beat up, all that, so it looks a little bigger to me now that I look at it. But I mean, it's still same old Toro. So, and look, the rails are the same. They didn't touch the rails.
Yeah, didn't they removed everything, right? Like, those rails weren't there. Like, they put them back in.
No, I thought I saw the rails always. Like when I saw
Were the rails
photo,
always there?
Yeah, when I saw when they made
the slab. I mean
no,
the slope, the
putting
dirt slope.
they were putting the wood in before, like you saw the photo of just the wood without cement.
Yeah.
The rails were still there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I was getting. Everyone was like, "What the fuck is this? A bunch of 20 pieces of wood going up?"
Yeah.
And sure enough. So yeah, the bottom is what everyone's saying.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Skeptical.
What's going on with that bottom? Well, what are we doing here?
I'm looking at it now.
It doesn't look promising for skateboarding.
No, not at all. But if we have to talk about a little something about it, that it's not skateboarding, but that biker jumping off the roof, we all saw it. I know a lot of people saw it.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
What's even crazier is that at the top they have a piece of metal that sticks out on the side. He could have got decked on that thing. That
was gnarly.
Yeah, but, thanks for bringing that up. That wasn't in my topics.
I had to shout out that guy, whoever he was.
Yeah.
Think of a name, but
to be continued. We will see.
Yes.
What do you make of Ryan Decenzo releasing his attempts on Hardflip?
Attempts on Hardflip? I didn't see that.
Reef Willard, how dare you? Please pull up Ryan Decenzo's account. We'll get a live reaction.
All right.
Because he said that he in order to skate Toro, which makes a lot of sense, you gotta have like a 2-month open window to deal with heel bruises. And he said that this was his. He usually tries 6 attempts. Like he'll try 6 tries. Yeah. Yep. So none were put down, but he flipped them.
He was flipping them.
Yep, he sure was. And so,
oh man.
So he released this footage because he said, "It looks like I don't have to worry about it anymore." Well, guess what, Ryan? You might have to worry about it. You fucking blew it. Now we know, and we're gonna give you a shit until you land it.
After seeing him do that kickflip in SF with Phelps,
yep,
I have I mean, Ryan Decenzo is a jumper, so I have faith in him. I mean, I don't know about his landing now with El Toro, but I mean, it's possible. He's gonna do it. I think. I have faith.
It's just so funny to have and that was for him trying his those attempts. He was going for his Hardflip to be in his X Games 2016 Real Street part.
Oh wow, that was a long time ago.
Yep. So it's just funny that you think you're done, but you're not.
Yep.
Well, you possibly are, as we mentioned a few times now, to be continued.
Yes.
So what did you think of that? Did you get a chance to check out that new Dark Star video? I
did. And I was actually pretty surprised with it.
Oh, yeah?
Not just with the skating, the soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtrack was nice. It wasn't...
Soundtrack, it was hit or miss for me.
Okay, so some of the soundtracks you weren't a fan of.
Yeah, I mean, but what I'm surprised about is they were able to put it up on YouTube, and I mean, some of those songs I'm sure were kind of pricey. I mean, if they had to pay for copyright, Pink Floyd.
Yeah, they had Pink Floyd. That was good. That was the first one that popped in my mind. You got to have it.
And then I don't know if "Come and Get Your Love" is. I know. I just remember that from Guardians of the Galaxy. I know that song got really popular after that Marvel movie, but I was really hyped on that video, or his. What was his name? Satana Saldana. His video part. He had first part. It was pretty good. I don't know who he is, and he has some pretty good tricks. So I was hyped on it. And then of course it was good seeing Dave Baginski. I'm a big fan of him. Speaking of El Toro, he's the one that kickflipped it. Come on now.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And I mean, I know a lot of his tricks we've seen before, but it just he's timeless to me, kind of, because he's been doing it for a while and he's got some bangers in there. I mean, his first line, I think he does tray flip, he does kickflip, front tail 270 out, next ledge trick, front tail 270 flip out. Like, that's a pretty heavy line to start off a video part. And he's been around for a minute. It's not like he's going anywhere. So that was good.
And I was expecting, and also Baczynski, he had as as expected, all those technical tranny skating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, full cab. I remember the full cab back lip or disaster.
He
That was
he
pretty sick.
he did some other fuckery that I can't remember. You like
Mm-hmm.
you ever see a trick that you said I don't know what that is? So you try to
Mm-hmm.
piece it. You try to piece it together. You say nollie, late back foot flip, axle, and then you just say, you know what? He just did that shit. Fuck it. It's
Yeah.
the trick sentence hurts more than trying the trick.
Yeah. I totally get that. Yep. I mean, his even like his ledge tricks, some of them I couldn't like. It took me a second to process. I think there was one where he did. I think he did inward heel, bit like front tail. Bit, if I'm not wrong, he did inward heel, front tail, like fakey tray out. I don't know how you say it, but it's crazy. He's good.
Would
I
you
back
think?
him.
Would you think about Robles's front side no slide at the end? Hit the
I mean,
ender.
that was definitely in my notes. I put that down. His foot. Did you see the
Yeah,
foot?
exactly. That's all. That's the only reason that trick made ender. That foot's
Mm-hmm.
just dangling. It's all
And then
back. You could have chopped his foot leg off and just put it back on for the land.
I know it tripped me out. I was like, wow, he's literally full pressure on that
Full pressure.
front foot.
There's full commitment there. You know,
Mm-hmm.
what's surprised is that they had oh fuck, I can't remember his name. Who's the guy that always wears a fedora?
Fedora. Oh, let's go. Yes.
Lutzka. He had a shared part. I didn't expect that.
I did not expect it either, but
I kind of wish he had a full part.
same here.
I know some people give him a bad rap. Some people don't. Some people don't like Lutzka. I think this show has a funny stigma ever since I mentioned that Instagram where he comments on random people's messages and he says, "Nice pic," and it was a video. Poor Lutzka.
I did not see that. That's funny though.
Poor Lutzka.
Yeah. Well, I know us being a little bit older. I mean, Lutzka has been around for a minute, and
Yes, he has.
And you know what's crazy is that, and not taking away from Deshaun Jordan because he does the trick very well, the 270 front lip.
Mm-hmm.
But Lutzka was the original 270 front lipper, you know, and he also took that trick to another level. I mean, it's not the same trick, but he upgraded that trick to 270 nose blunts, front side 270 nose blunts.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to watch. I mean, when Street League first came out, Lutzka was in it, and I don't know. I'm a big fan of Lutzka because I used to watch Strange Notes back in the day, and it was good seeing a little bit of footage from him. But like you said, Drew, I would have loved to see a full part. But you know, that guy's probably he has other stuff going. Probably, you know.
Does it look like Dr. Purple Teeth filmed some footage on that? Yeah, Grant had some words to say about that. He said, "Really, on a video part? We're getting GoPro angles for the video part."
Didn't the whole video almost look a little? It looked like it's like a whole bunch of just footage thrown in. They edited it kind of or to the best of their ability. I'm not saying anything bad, but it just looked a little a lot of input of different camera quality, I guess you could say.
Also, I can't help but point out those camouflage pants. It didn't look like it was visually pleasing.
Yeah.
Love Lutzka, but you know what? Let's. I mean, this video has good skateboarding as expected to be. If it didn't, then you're blowing it because everything is good that you put out in skateboarding. But check this out, man. They did a premiere for this video, and I'm glad I gotta be able to watch it. They did it. They did the premiere on YouTube, and this is a new revelation for me. I didn't know that they had that ability to do that. And I think the raddest thing about it is that they have I don't know what representative from Darkstar. It could just be a team rider. I don't know. Maybe it's the kid across the street. I don't know. That was commenting while the view was going on. You just say, "Oh, that was rad. That was sick." And also, it was great to be able to hit that. They call it premiere, but it's really like it's the live button where it skips you out to where the current stream is at. Mm-hmm. And you and other skateboarders, I think there was like maybe 50 or to 100 skateboarders that were commenting says no slide. Oh, that was sick. And I felt like it was in the digital theater.
Mm-hmm.
That was rad. That's the future, brother. That is the future. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I remember.
Have you checked out those stuff? Have you checked out that stuff yet? Have you seen it?
Yeah. So when you were talking about it or when you mentioned to us in the text to us, me and Grant, or Grant and I, we were telling, or Grant, I mentioned about the 9 Club. They do it for their 9 Club experience. They do it every Wednesday, and or not every Wednesday, every other Wednesday, and I love it. I mean, when I get a chance and I have the time to go to watch it and sit down at their time, they're going to premiere it. I will get into that chat because it's a cool experience. Like you said, I mean, you get to talk to people. You get to, you feel like you're a part of the like video. I don't know. Maybe not so much of a skate video, but their podcast, it feels like you're pretty much part of it. But I've never done a skate premiere on. I've never been able to been a part of a skate premiere like that. That would be pretty cool. I mean, that sounded cool.
Yeah. I mean, I've been around. Like I've seen Joe Rogan's podcast live. I've seen the 9 Club live, but this is a premiere. So I wanted to meet, and we also had Skate Fillet live too. Didn't work too well, but yeah, we had it live. So, I'm excited to see what other companies are going to implement this. Also, I'm starting to see a trend, and I haven't noticed this. Have you noticed that skateboard videos they're no longer being sold on iTunes anymore?
I haven't noticed that, but I mean, that is weird that they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, why wouldn't you want to sell it? You think it doesn't have as much weight? Is it more trouble than what it's worth to get the deal on iTunes?
Yeah, it couldn't be too hard to get it on iTunes, I feel like, either. I don't know.
Do you think it costs the companies more? Like, I'm trying to understand here. Like, why back in our day, when things used to be on DVD, you would sell that shit. And now it's always like, here's it for free. I'm not complaining, but it's is there something alarming to that effect? Like, why are they giving it out for free?
Yeah, I don't know. Especially if you think about it, the camera production has gone up probably, and now we're getting free videos, and it used to probably be way cheaper to how they used to film with VXs. I mean, I'm not saying everyone didn't go away from VX, but you know what I mean? Like, most companies use HD, and now they're even using red.
Oh, yeah, Chris Ray for days.
Yes. So, I mean, the quality is amazing, and you'd think that would be a lot more money into the videos, and now we're getting them for free. So it's kind of weird. Yeah.
Let's talk about Jaws Starfucker part. Jesus, what a hell of a name. But the reason they call it that is because that's the name of the band that is that plays that has the song of that video part. And I guess that's that band's name. I was actually going to call it STRKFR part. What do you did you take a peep? What's up?
I did. All
right. Well, what you know? It's okay if you just say kickflip 360 board grab on a pyramid.
Yeah, that was pretty heavy. And then I got to see the attempts. He just posted it on Instagram today. He had posted the attempts. It looked pretty scary, if you ask me. No pads, pretty high up in the air. I'm not saying Jaws doesn't wear, or usually doesn't wear pads for anything, but
he usually jumps off roofs taller than that.
True. I mean, he was still jumping off roofs, and I don't know. I did miss back in the day when you would watch him in his homies video, the Happy Medium videos. He was a pretty heavy rail skater too, and you just didn't really see too much of that. But his training skills are always getting more and more creative, and he's evolving them, I feel like. So I enjoyed his.
Well, that's because of Birdman. Birdman said, "Hey, I better start seeing you in the air."
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. He has a lot of influence, so that's good.
Yeah. What do you think about that girl that just graduated, and then her and her mom happened to get a little dose of Jaws coming out that brick bank?
Yeah, that's crazy. That was pretty funny. I was gonna mention about actually the Dark Star video.
Oh yeah, go ahead. What you got?
No, the ender. He got a hug from someone after that front nose.
He did.
Yeah, but this popped in my head. Sorry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Girls and skateboarders. It's always nice.
Yeah. No, I don't know. More about Jaws. He
What did you make of that rainbow, that diamond rainbow graphic that kept popping up?
I don't remember.
I don't know how you don't remember. It's
I don't
okay.
know.
It's yeah. I had to write it down. I wouldn't remember either. But that the whole other thing about the Starfucker and this part was that they did a collab board as well.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you saw that collab board. If you take a look at it, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll say, "Oh, I know that graphic. Oh yeah, they did kept popping that up."
Let's see.
That rainbow diamond is rainbow diamonds is just what I call it. It just looks like two rainbows clashing into one another. It looked like they were going for the Pink Floyd effect. It's under birdhouseskateboards.com.
Yep. I'm getting there.
Breathing hard on that new mic, huh?
I know. I don't realize how I'm right up in this. Okay. Birdhouse.
While you're taking a gander at that, I'll move on to Jake Phelps' timeline retrospective. Thrasher Magazine had I guess this was their time to post a lot of Jake Phelps photos and the art tributes and the Angel Dust collection. Were you aware of that?
Yeah, I did see it after you told me about it or sent me the link to it. Because I got the magazine right after. Obviously, I had to get that cover, or I mean, just the whole magazine.
Do you have it right now?
Heck, yeah. It's right here.
Is it the same thing that they posted online?
It's more of it's all the articles and R.I.P. Jake. It's all the articles, everyone talking about him, like how he's fully 100% skateboarder, and a lot of Tony Trujillo I read, and it's pretty impactful stuff. It gets you a little emotional about how people are with Jake, how people looked at Jake, and how he was, a big influence, and he's been around forever. And yeah, it's cool that everyone still talks about him, and it's not like he's ever going to be forgotten.
I like seeing younger photos of Jake. Everybody knows about that. Everyone knows about that younger. He was at some type of contest, and he had a beer, he had his shirt off, and then he was talking about how rad skateboarders were. As always, he always talked about skateboarding. You very rarely hear him talking about anything else other than skateboarding.
Yeah.
If that. I like to do is I was flipping through. Is it 19 pages of this article where people just keep talking about him, because that's how it was online.
Yep.
I think it's 19 and could be more than that. But I even read what most people said. I just kept flipping and just looked through photos, and he knew Mickey Reyes for a long ass time. I almost didn't recognize Mickey Reyes.
He in the magazine I'm holding right now, in Thrasher, it is like countless pages. They have the artwork of all the people that submitted their artwork for him. It's heavy. I'm pretty sure half this magazine is all Jake. So I'm pretty sure everything they posted online with the article and with the all the people, all the interviews and the art, it's all in this magazine. So that's when you sent it to me, I was like, oh, because I started reading it as soon as I got it. It was a while ago, obviously, when I got it, but it's pretty heavy stuff if you read about it.
Yeah. Were you aware of his Angel Dust column?
I was not.
Yeah, I wasn't aware either.
Yeah.
Thrasher posted all of it. It's a column that he wrote periodically from 94 to 2011.
Oh, wow.
And they include that also on their website as well. And it was like, I'll give you an example, because there was some cool stuff that I can kind of remember it by heart, but I think I'm not a big fan of the name though. Angel Dust just reminds me of the drug, but I don't know. But this Angel Dust column he would write like Jake, pretty much. I'm pretty sure Jake Phelps was aware of like his how impactful his words were. Everything he said was gold, and I think that he would just write a column about it. And so one of them is that his mother told him once. He said, "You pick your friends, but you don't pick your family. So be sure to surround yourself with good friends," or something like that. it was some heavy quote stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I saw some of the art tribute. I mean, the art tributes that people wrote. Some of it's kind of funny. One of them was like, one of them is rad where it's his whole structure of his face. So I'm sorry, his outline that makes his face was a bunch of quotes that he had said. Another one, another one was is that, just real animated Jake Phelps faces. I thought they were cool. Anywho, so there's that. Welcome Science premiere happened over last weekend. They haven't released the footage yet, obviously, but looking at Nora's stories, it looked like a wild night.
I'm excited. The Welcome team is sick. Their skating is super sick. Their boards are sick. I'm not.
Do you have any Welcome boards on that wall?
I do not, but I almost bought one when I was out of town for work. I ended up getting a Habitat for the wall. But anyways, Ryan Lay, he was actually in the Homies video with Jaws, the Happy Medium videos, and he is one of my favorites, and I cannot wait to see another part from him. So that's gonna be a treat. And I didn't really know about him, Daniel Vargas, the guy that I think he's like helped start Welcome.
Oh, did he? Okay.
I believe so. I'm not. You can correct me if I'm or anyone.
I don't know. I haven't seen any of their videos. Haven't had any of their boards.
Yeah, but his style in tranny is so good. So it's gonna be cool to watch another video part from him. And then of course Nora. I mean she's killing it.
Oh.
And I love seeing Nora footage. So.
Go Skateboarding Day was this last week.
Yes.
What was up with Go Skateboarding Day? Because I didn't skate. I didn't skate.
I know I asked for a clip too, but it's all good. Actually, I barely skated because my toe is still messed up. But it was a good day. I mean, saw a lot of skateboarding still. After our show last week, we talked about it. Grant and I and you, and we were talking about how not to really go. We didn't want to go to an event or anything, and I ended up going to a PLA Go Skateboarding Best Trick event thing.
How'd that go?
It was pretty good. My friend.
It was at a park, or was that a skate shop? Okay.
But what happened at the end wasn't so cool. A product toss was happening. And I'm not against product toss, but I think you can do it the right way. And if you throw boards into a product toss, you should maybe throw an item that's not as big and not as impactful into people's bodies.
Who got hurt?
Yeah, my friend got a board to the back of the head, and he split his head open. So, yeah, pretty bad.
What did he do? Did he fucking torpedo that shit? That's bad.
Dude, it was pretty bad. And we all say it. Like I said it. I told my mom about it. He told his dad about it. Obviously, he had to. He's a younger guy. He's 16, and we all said, "Where's the free board? You get a free board out of that." And he did not get anything out of it.
He just got smacked to the dome while some kid picks up his bloody board and says, "See ya."
Yep, exactly. He got a Spitfire wax. That's about it. And I was like,
"Well, I couldn't even got hit in the back of the head with that."
Exactly. Say maybe throw the wax for the board. I don't know.
Oh man, yeah. Product tosses.
Yeah, they're scary. When I was watching it, I was just standing far back away.
They used to have an event here in San Diego. They called it Spring Break Yourself. I'm sure this is way before Grant's time.
Yeah,
it always happened around spring break. And what was rad is that they used to they replicated Rincon. They would replicate famous skate spots. They also replicated, I think, the Brooklyn Banks, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember the Rincon one. And, of course, T-Guns. Even Jeremy. Everyone came out. Kevin Romar, Jeremy Rogers. Fakey cabbed it. But then you bring out Tommy T-Gun. Hey, check out. Hey, just get the... If I was a pro skateboarder, Let's Go's there, too. I'd see people rolling up. If I was Let's Go or someone and I saw T-Guns, I just would have sat down.
Yep.
But anyways, this was rad where they would have you, they were all nonchalant about it too. They said San Diego was the skate shop that ran it.
Okay.
That hosted this event. And so they would, if you wanted to raffle for a board, you just put your phone number in there, and then they would text you if you won. And also, they would also verify to make sure that the phone number that was sent out was that's the way to do it. Because afterward, I won a Plan B deck.
Oh, hell yeah, Drew.
Yeah, by accident. I was like, oh, yeah. Fuck yeah. I went over there all happy-dappy with my phone. I ended up giving it to my friend Renee.
It wasn't P-Rod? It wasn't a P-Rod deck?
Oh, that's funny. No. But no, I wish it was, or else
Yes.
You're out of luck, buddy. I think it was a Brian Wenning deck, if I'm not mistaken.
Ooh.
I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. Damn. Yeah. B. Wenning.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that about your friend.
Yeah, he's all good now, but I just, I like what you just said about the raffle. I mean, there's different ways of going about it. I mean, they did the wax. They were throwing wax out for trucks, and one of my friends caught a piece of wax and he got a pair of trucks from it. But they think about it. I mean, boards are pretty heavy. They're big objects, and every time I see a product toss on a video, like
people are fighting over it.
Exactly, people are fighting over it. I mean, I've seen actually a lot of videos lately where someone gets it and they see the guy that's all bummed and they just give it away. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. But at the same time,
yeah.
There's a lot more fights.
Just negate that. Yeah, just get rid of that. Do it the San Diego way. Those guys were smart about doing it. They probably learned that from a long. Look, there's been product tosses for years. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that they learned from their mistakes. Over there in Austin, Texas, the No Comply crew did a collaboration with Real. And they went over there to Austin, Texas. I thought that was cool. Did you check out? Did you happen to see that graphic of the girl that's in the skirt with the short hair doing a No Comply? It's right there.
Oh yeah, I did see it.
Yeah, that's rad. That was the graphic on the boards and the t. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I see some t-shirts out there. Real cool. I saw Kyle Walker, Ashad Ware was there. Oh, this is the whole list right here. Tanner, Jack Olson, Gage Boyle, Patrick Parman, Rob Pace, Tanner Van Bark. But you know what? Kyle was also, he was doing the same shit. He said, get that product out in the fucking, he was decking homies. He was over there straight up decking the homies out there. Fucking up everybody.
Nervous.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Man, you're so smart about that. I like that you said that.
But it's funny, I was wondering if Gage was there because we were talking about him last week because of his Spitfire part. And you see the kickflip front 50 again, that he did it in the skate park in that edit. And I was like, is that Gage? Because I'm not too familiar with him. But you just named him, and I was like, yep, that was definitely him.
That link that I sent you, that was done by someone local over there. That wasn't
okay.
Yeah, I'm actually a little disappointed that there was no. I feel like no one films on Let's Go Skate Day.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Hey, everyone's skating.
Yeah, we're all skateboarding. Hey, this is called Go Skateboard Day, not Fill the Homies. I'm out here trying to get it.
Yeah.
You see Erick Winkowski and his Omen highs? I
did. You know what? They're actually pretty cool looking shoes.
They are pretty cool looking shoes. They're pretty expensive shoes too, but I mean they're proud to present Erick Winkowski's signature colorway of the Omen highs. Did you see that trick that he did though? That hand plant to ho-ho to, what was that, an invert? What is that shit?
I don't know. I mean, there's so many crazy tricks nowadays for the vert.
I've never seen such a thing.
Yeah. I was.
But I'm also not paying attention though. I'm not out there looking at the latest vert shit.
Yeah.
Or in that case, it's pool skating.
Yeah, pool vert, whatever you want to call it. I mean, he's got crazy tricks though, and that one was not. I mean, I'm not surprised he wasn't the one that did, like. He's not someone that. How do I say it? He does tricks that you wouldn't expect, so it makes sense. He's the one that did it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. And he does it with good style. I like his style.
I just wanted to point out that his signature colorway, it's a white shoe, but it has a black trim on it, and also the Emerica logo is black, and obviously it says Winkowski on it. Mm-hmm. But if you guys wanted to get the same shoe without his name on it, I'm just letting you guys know. You can get it for $5 less, and it'll be all white. Or if you wanted to save $15, you could spend $46 on the black and gum colorway. Just saying. But support your boy Winkowski.
Hell yeah.
I had to take a gander. Yo, I'm so excited about this. Kicking it with John Gardner. Holy shit. My favorite thing that probably went down in the week. He built a makeshift portable ramp. I have a piece of wood and a street sign. Drilled that shit together. Had like little 2 table legs that he chopped up. He needs some new safety glasses. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's wrong with you, John? Get some real safety glasses and don't fuck your eyes up. All right, Jesus Christ. Anyways, how could I forget? Thank God. Before we even start talking about his makeshift, I laughed at his lazy man makeshift heater cord, where he just pulled that thing to turn the heater on. That little piece of. Did you see that?
He's like, oh, the heater's all the way over there. Good thing I have this. And it like
pulls this little piece. Yeah, pull this little piece of string and then turns it on. He's like, toasty. He's a creative motherfucker.
He is. I definitely enjoyed this video too. There's some pretty funny points in it, especially when he tail bombs off of his patio wall.
Oh, and he fucks it up.
He breaks it within like 10 seconds, and then he's like, "I got this. I'll fix it."
We can fix it.
So he's screwing the screws in, and he's like breaking wood as he's trying to fix it. And you see him struggling, and he's like, he just had a smile on the whole time.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking about like just his positive energy. You can't go wrong. I mean, he's gonna have a good day with this ramp, no matter what. It was cool. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, even when he got kicked out of that little taco shop.
Mm-hmm.
The guy said, "Hey, you're all right." He's like, "Man, I'm gonna grow up to be like you." The dude's 80 years old. He said, "Dude, I'm gonna grow up to be like you, man."
I know. I was thinking about how we were. I forgot what episode it was, but when John Dilo went out for his day in the life, and he's getting, there's. It all depends on who you see out in the streets. There's gonna be people who are gonna be talking crap, or there's people like that who are just like super stoked. I mean, even he was at the Arco, and he did that. He wallied off their sign.
Yeah.
and the guy was literally like, "Hey, you're cool, man. Like, that was awesome. Good job.
But you can't do that shit here. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out."
It was like he was like in between right there. He was like, yeah, but no.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
I gotta really give props to that fucking sign. I mean that ramp. That's a genius idea. Just put some indies on it. Put a little bit of grip tape in the middle.
I didn't know what the grip tape was for at first, and then I realized, he's gonna skate it. That makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I was like, oh, cool. He wants to not land his shit.
Yeah.
My poor homie doesn't know what he's doing. Real rad stuff, brother. Yeah, check out. And then I thought it was rad that he mentioned the homie Alexis Ramirez and Russ Kramer. He was hanging out with them, and then some lady gives him a kiss on the cheek and gives him that little bandana.
Yeah.
Damn.
Random.
You're just going to keep carrying that shit forever. Lord have mercy, man. The Wrecking Crew is fucking gnarly.
Dude, so crazy.
Diego Todds' interview cracked me up. You know who he is? The guy with the glasses?
Yeah. But I didn't get to read the whole interview.
Nah, that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah.
Who's that guy I told you? Because he's on a Tinder war with his buddy ET, but I think it's that how'd you say his name?
Oh,
I keep calling him Etienne
Gajan.
Etienne Gajan. Yeah, that sounds right. Sounds French enough.
Yeah.
He said that him and ET are at a like a Tinder battle. I thought that was kind of funny.
I did read a little bit about that.
In his Thrasher interview.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says that Etienne is cheating because he has Tinder Gold, and he's also foreign, so he's like pulling ladies with his Gajon accent. He's out there just getting it. But it's funny. I guess when he matches with girls on Tinder, he says, "Hey, you want to get your back blown out tonight?"
That is so much. Way too much. But hey, to each their own.
Oh, such a savage. Such a savage. I guess he was talking about also, what's his name? Diego Todd. He said that he wasn't a fan of his Jankum interview. Did you read that?
I did. He said it seemed like they were trying to just get him all wild up. And
so you know what I did? The antagonist and me jumped right over to Jankum to see what they were asking him. Which I get. I mean, why are they asking him if he jacks off and how many times he jacks off and if he ever jacked off to a skate video? It's a little gnarly, man. And
sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead. No, what happened? Tell me.
Well, Jankum is named after, right?
What is it named after?
Jankum is supposedly you take
Uh-oh.
or to Jenkum. He
No,
talks
no,
about it.
you froze. What happened? What? No, no. What is Jankum?
Jenkum is it's you take a shit
Uh-huh.
and you let it like ferment or like do
Uh-huh.
its thing for like a month, and you put a balloon on top of. You take a shit in a bottle, and you put the balloon, and you let it fill up with your shit smell, and you're supposed to get high off that. Like it's weird, the weird name, weird
How do
shit.
you know this?
He talks about it on the night. The Nine Club did like a live, or not live, but they did like a show for, I think, Adidas Odd Days, whatever they're called, DOS Days, whatever. And he talks about it. The guy that
Who's
started
he?
Jenkum.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
very disgusting. I mean, they're that's weird. That's really weird to me.
What the hell?
So,
They? Oh, okay. All right. All right. Well,
yep,
do you think Jankum? Ugh.
yep.
I wonder if they're getting a bunch of heat for that old Toro business. Oh, why'd you call the secretary? Jankum's not a reliable source.
I mean,
I'm just curious. No, I back him. I mean, Jankum's done some cool stuff, but
that's what I'm gonna say. They go for shit sometimes. You know, they
no
don't.
pun intended, right?
Yeah, exactly. But they're scared. I mean, they're not scared of shit.
they're not scared of shit.
I just want to keep using that word for Jenkum.
Okay. Why are you not a fan of Jankum?
No, I am.
Okay. Oh, just curious. Just curious. Let's keep it moving, brother. Rogers Mountain Love. I mean, Mountain Love. Rogers Mountain Song video.
Great video. I was hyped that you sent that to me because I already watched it. And,
Oh, did you now? Oh, well, how about you educate me?
well, I mean, I've been a big fan of Roger. I love Michael Stevens' artwork. I know they always. I mean, in the video it says Roger is not bueno.
Yeah, what the hell does that mean? What's wrong with Roger?
So, so Bueno was a company back in the day. It had the same artwork. It's the same people.
Oh, okay.
And I love Bueno. I skated their boards back in the day when I used to skate little itty bitty boards, 7625s. And God, it's so sick seeing that they're not going to ever give up. I mean, they failed a couple times in the skate world, and Rogers is stay alive with their graphics, and obviously their skaters now are amazing. I've been following Ryan Thompson for a while now, and his part that came out, I think like 3 years ago, maybe 2 years ago. I don't know what the name is, but such a heavy part, so good, and he's one of my favorites. So, yeah,
man, he's nasty.
Yeah, he's good. His style's unbelievable to me. He looks like he can do anything on a skateboard to me. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, tell me what else you know. I mean, what's going on with why did they call it Roger? Do you have any notice on that?
I do not actually.
Okay, all right, that's fine. I mean, I appreciate you liking Ryan Thompson, but I'll tell you who stole the show was Marshall Manuel. I mean, 100%. Did you not see that downhill skateboarding? All that bullshit that he did? Mm-hmm. That guy, oh my God. Oh, they had to have like 5 people down there as spotters to stop traffic.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the hell's up with that. After he jumps up on that little brick bank, does a backside flip into the street and rides the whole thing switch. But what's up with that guy that started skating towards him and almost got him to knock his board? Did you look at that? I missed it the first time.
I probably missed that then.
One of his homies, it has to be a homie or someone that's totally oblivious, but the guy was on a skateboard. So it's either a funny coincidence or one of his friends are an idiot. But he started skating towards Marshall as he's going down this hill. And he still happens to sketch by him to go into the street. I mean, it's already hectic enough. Like, there's cars that are being blocked off. Skateboarders are telling everyone, hey, suck a dick. Hold on a second. Wait up. And he's rolling down switch. And his homie almost decks him. He almost lands into him.
That's crazy. I did not see that. I missed it. But I did remember that clip going onto the brick bank and doing the backside flip off, going down switch. I mean, the hills, that was in SF, I'm pretty sure. And
I think so.
Those hills are no joke.
Mm-mm.
It's so funny. When I go there to visit homies, I'm putting my foot down. I'll be honest. I don't like kill bombing too much because it is so scary. Especially, you could see it. I mean, you saw it in the video. He's getting speed wobbles most of those hill bombs. It's very scary.
I have not met someone that bombed a hill that didn't get speed wobbles. I was just like, yep, this is coasting.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling.
Especially in SF.
You know, you'd be surprised that there's some gnarly hills in Los Angeles. LA got some gnarly hills too. Remember Don Nguyen when he bombed that gnarly hill? It wasn't that's in LA.
That's crazy.
That thing's fucked up, brother.
Yeah.
I noticed at the end they said, "Where the hell are Austin, Emilio, and David Langston?" What's going on with that? You know, Austin Emilio was the guy that was on Walking Dead.
Oh, really? I did not know that. Oh, is he the?
You never saw that? He was on the 9 Club.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was.
He's Dwight.
Mm-hmm. The blonde. He had the blonde hair.
Blonde hair, face is all burnt up because Negan fucking put an ironing. Obviously, you don't watch it, huh?
I watched a couple episodes, but I did not watch not anything close probably to what you know.
Oh, well, I mean, I stopped watching it. The show ended up being, the show's not good no more. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Show ain't good no more. And who's that? What's up with David Langston? I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know.
I think they're just calling the homies, hey, come on, go skate. Why aren't we skating?
Yeah, exactly.
But also, I want to give a huge shout out to Max Taylor. I loved your skateboarding, homie. What you did was very cool. Not monumental, but it was cool. You know, I loved it. Nice to see that Prim Squad came back up in the stock in the ranks. Yeah. They said, "Oh man, Diego, no!" And then it popped up like that. Super Smash Brothers, a new challenger has approached. And then that was Spencer Hamilton that kicked that door down. He said, "What's up?" Yeah, golf clap. That's right. Came in and said, "What's up? How we doing?"
So excited to see that. I mean, obviously, you could, I feel like Wade had a little bit of something to do with that, but obviously, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just such a great fit, and how Spencer represents himself, especially on his 9 Club, and he's such. I feel like when I don't know Paul, you spoke to him a couple of times. I mean, plenty of times, but. What I'm saying is Paul looks like he looks for not just skaters that skate very well. He looks like people that represent themselves well. And Spencer, to me, is a guy that not only skates very well, like really good and really well, but he represents himself really well. And I 100% back him being on Primitive. It looks so good. The photo I saw of him in the little jacket, the windbreaker jacket, it looks so good. It looks so fresh.
Yep, it's not forced. It's a perfect fit.
Yes.
Yep. They came back, all right? Yeah, I know y'all were worried. Prim Squad stock was down a little bit, but it went back up. It's like Microsoft.
And I did get to see the homie Alan that he films a lot. He films most of the Primitive stuff, and I know him. He used to live close to our area, to my area. He filmed Spencer's pro part for Expedition, and then he was talking about how he filmed his shoe part that just came out not too long ago, and now he gets to film him for Primitive. It's just so cool how everything comes together like that. I really, I don't know. I love the family and skateboarding and how it all comes around. I don't know. It's cool.
We've referenced the second best skateboard podcast in the world a few times, the 9 Club. They had David Gravette. I didn't listen to the whole episode, but he said that Red Bull puts water in their cans during contests. Were you aware of this?
I would hope and assume. I mean, you don't want to be. You see people chugging that stuff, and you would want to assume that they're not chugging Red Bull. It's not good. I mean, whoa. I won't. I'm not bagging on Red Bull because actually that's my favorite energy drink. But and I don't drink them often. But if I have to pick one, I'm gonna drink Red Bull because I like the taste. It's good stuff. But
it wakes you up too, get you wired.
Yeah, it does. But I'm not.
How come that stuff makes me sleepy? What the hell's wrong with me? I don't know. Something's wrong with me. My body doesn't. I'm allergic. I'm allergic.
No, but you would hope that they're not chugging that stuff during a competition because
I'm oblivious, man. This was news to me. I had no idea. I imagine Monster does the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, because your heart's already pumping of the adrenaline, of the nervousness, all the factors of competition, and
you think it'd be a bad move if they put Red Bull water out there? You think that's a bad move?
Nope, I would not think it's a bad move. pH level 9 point something, Red Bull water. Let's go.
I'll go. Buy it. Oh damn! He said he'll buy it, ladies and gentlemen. He said I give no fucks.
Yeah, actually, I would buy it probably just to try it.
Okay, all right, that's rad. That was it for my topic list. Do you got anything you got to add? Because I've been known to forget a few things.
Well, yeah, let's talk about supposedly we were talking earlier about Jaws, Aaron Homoki being on. So maybe
Emerica? No, I mean they actually talked about it in his little interview. He said, "Why do you think it's so hard to get a shoe sponsor?" He says he thinks that it has to be good with social media, and everyone's so damn good right now. So I noticed that as well. I saw that he had that Team Emerica on the nose sticker, that big ass Emerica triangle. Mm-hmm. That was one of the first things I looked at. But it just looks like, who was he on before? Who was hooking him up?
I think he was on the Decline, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, then they got declined.
And then they all got declined, and some of them got went their own ways and got some good sponsors, but I forgot who talks about it, but I think I'm gonna mention the Nine Club again, but Roger Bagley I think talks about how someone needs to capitalize on Jaws jumping down this massive stuff and putting him in the right shoes and like capitalizing on that, because they could show off their technology of their shoes and how you can jump down pretty much anything. I mean, Jaws is already doing it without the right shoes, but if he was in some pretty nice shoes and the right marketing, I could see it. So
yeah, I just saw. I didn't know FP was making their own shoes. FP Footprint.
Oh, Footprint. Okay.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Jordan Maxim was just promoting them. He said that he said it's not a paid advertisement. I call bullshit, but whatever. I don't know if he's right for them, but they're making their own shoes. Jordan Maxim just posted it today.
I did not know that. Wow.
Footprint insoles. Yeah, Footprint. FP insoles, Footprint. I guess they make shoes. Am I mistaken? Let me take a quick look. It looked like they make their own shoes, man.
Wow.
Take a quick look with me. Go on the IG gram.
Yeah, I never could find that Birdhouse one. I went on Birdhouse and I could not find that.
You couldn't find that
board, no.
Uh-oh. Do you follow Jordan Maxim?
Nope.
All right. Well, click on the first one. Those are the shoes. FP Footwear.
Jordan.
Those look like shoes that they make. Those are their shoes, man. Those are shoes.
Let's check it out.
These aren't just collabs. These are shoes. They've been making them since 2008? 2018, sorry. 2018.
Huh.
That could be a good fit for Jaws, no?
I could see it. I mean...
he's out there getting it.
Yeah, and those insoles, I mean, the videos that they used to post, I don't see too many of them anymore, but the egg drop and all that, it was good. Mm-hmm. Weren't they the egg drop videos?
I don't know. I don't know. I was just agreeing.
I don't know. I just remember seeing egg drops on insoles, and they would hold up.
Could be them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But let's go ahead and play devil's advocate. What if he was on Emerica? Is he a good fit for Emerica? Does he fit with Spanky, Colin Provost, the Boss Man?
What's cool about Emerica is that they have their style of videos. We all know that. The green tint. John Miner did amazing with all those videos. Mm-hmm. Shout out to John Miner. But they keep it pretty, everyone has their own style on Emerica. If that's what I believe. Like,
yeah, but can he be on the van with those guys though? Can he be in the van with Leo Romero?
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's a little bit of a reach, honestly.
I see that. I see that.
You know what I'm saying?
what I'm saying is that.
Can you imagine him harping it up? And Leo's like, "Fuck! Shut the fuck up, man! Shut the fuck up!"
Oh, you never know. Leo might start jamming out with him.
He could. You're right. You know, he could.
But yeah, I could. It's a far reach maybe, but at the same time, Homoki, that last name on a shoe. If you ever were to get a shoe, you never know. I mean,
hey, it looks like Winkowski. Fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could work.
It could.
It'd be cool.
Yeah,
I like Jaws' skating, so.
I mean, who doesn't like Jaws skateboarding? What's the man got to do? He already done fucked up on 25. What's he got to do? What does he have to do?
It's true.
If you guys don't like him, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, good.
Grant is not here to do the Grant's Gram, so I will pretend like my name is Grant Fiero. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, the Grant's Gram. All right, in this segment of the Grant's Gram, we got Austin Gillette over here just booking it on a Lime scooter. He just out there getting it. And then he rides up the bank, does a kickflip to fakie on the bank, and then does a switch 180 over like a little gutter bitch. And kind of like, if you wanted, you can give him credit for doing that switch 180 over that little pond gap. But Lord of mercy. He out there, people used to give people shit for towing or using rubber band. I mean, using those, what do they call those things? Like those what do they call those things?
What are you talking about? Toe?
Yeah, people would tow them on those rubber elastic.
Oh, bungee bungees?
Bungee bungees, sure.
Yeah, someone said something about that, yep.
Yeah, well, we found a workaround around it, bitches. We're using the Lime scooters now. I just like how he's out there getting it with that polo. He doesn't give a fuck. I didn't know you could use those things because you have to on those scooters. You have to actually like push on them a little bit for you to get some speed.
Mm-hmm. I've never used one, but when I saw that clip, it literally made my day. Mm-hmm. I was cracking up. I watched it probably three or four times that like day, like on and off. I would just be like, I need to make a smile on my face. I would go to that clip. Austin's one of my favorites. He has a great sense of humor, and it was a perfect way to use those damn scooters. So
it says right here, it says when you can't. Oh, this is on Transworld's Instagram. It says when you can't find an anchor for the Banshee.
Yep. I want to know what Wes thinks about it. Wes Kramer.
I know. I know. Wes is over there on the side. Says.
That's smart.
I must know where that scooter is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a show, ladies and gentlemen. For Reef Willard, I am Andrew Ariano. We'll be whole again, and I will have my proper microphone next week. Love you. See ya.